I'm here getting a backup rear diff going. I got Richard Pryden's old Cusco because he's going to a spool. So this is it. And he gave me his races, and he already had new bearings on it. So, I mean, he's only got a few passes on it. Then I took the stock diff out and I labeled the shims, left hand, right hand, goes in there. I got the pinion out, and I obviously put the ring gear on here and torqued it. I got the pinion out. I got new bearings here and here for this. I had the companion shaft powder coated, but I might throw a new one on. And then I'm switching. Normally when you put this together, I'm not sure like who knows this stuff, but you have two bearings here, and then you have the nut on top, and it squishes it, right? And see, there's one race in there, and then when you spin it, here's the other race, and it just fits in there. Here's the other race right here, and it just fits in there. And then there's I have the stock one. Let me grab it real quick. So here's the stock stuff set up. Here's the one race, right? And the bearing goes in. This would be on the shaft just like this, right? And here's the other race, but I got a new one. So these races would be, apart from each other in the casing, pressed in there. And then it goes on here, and then this is what's called a crush sleeve. And you just keep tightening this nut and crushing this until you get the right squish, and then you have the right preload. Because you can put it in, and when you put it in, you just get it tight. It's like loose, and you can actually like thrust it back and forth. It's got too much, and you keep going. Well, instead of having this, then under a lot of torque, I guess these have been known to like crush extra, and then the bearing gets loose. So you use a solid pinion spacer, it's called. I got this from Weeder Performance, and I've already kind of done it, but I found that I only needed one shim. And yeah, here's a solid pinion spacer, so it can't over crush on me. So I'm gonna put that in, and yeah, just showing you guys this. I'll show you how I go through and check everything. So I got this set up with the spacer, solid spacer, from the thing that come with 15 thou, 10 thou, 8 thou, and 7 thou shims, right? So right now they come with 2 7, 2 8, a 10, and a 15. I had a 7, and it was too much, and I put an 8 in, and I torqued it at 80 foot-pounds, and it was too light, so then I kept going up, and I found at 150, which Toyota manual says 175 or 174 is the most. But anyway, at 150 foot-pounds. But at 80 foot-pounds, when I was testing it, I was getting 5-inch pounds in this, like 4 or 5, and now I have it torqued to 150, and now I'm getting like 10, if you can see here. So, see that? Pretty consistent. Ten and a half. Each tick's a half a thou. So even like the peak hold thing on it shows whatever, what is that? It shows 11 and a half is what that is. So that's right in spec. I'll show you the book. I'll post it up that it's supposed to be between, or I'll post it up. I'll post it up, and it's supposed to be between, or if you can see here, it's supposed to be between like 9 and 14. So we're right on. So that's set. So now I got to put the rear diff in. So now that I have this set and I know the right shim, I'm going to add the seal and basically do the final assembly here. So I have the actual SST to put this seal in. It goes right over that lip and pushes it on. So I'll pound that in with this. Well, let's see if I can kind of do this one-handed. I got it up there. I got the tool. Kind of pound it on. It's going good. And that's it, and it bottoms out on this lip. Perfect. That's it. So for this part I learned if I just put the companion flange down and I kind of put like this, I just take this hammer and tap it down. Right? And then now it's gotten to the point where it's flush here. See that? But now I can get the washer and the nut on. And then I can drive it in with this and torque it to spec, which I need. So I just drove it in enough with the impact that there's no wobble. I can't wobble back and forth. Now I gotta torque it to spec. So I got it set up with this spur social service tool and the handle. I got it set at 150 foot-pounds like I pre-tested it, and now I'll torque it. Might need two hands, so I'll just stop the video. So now, before we had like, what did I say, it was like 11 and a half. So you can see adding that seal added a little bit more drag. So we're at about 12 and a half now. It added like an inch-pound of drag because of that seal. Well, there it's down, but maybe it's not so bad. Let's see here. Oh, maybe I just need to sit in. Yeah, it's like 11 now. 11, yeah, that's good. So we're good to go. So I placed it in here, left hand, right. I got my right hand shim. My left hand shim already put in. Just slides in real easy. Obviously there's going to be a press fit, so to get the other shim in, it's kind of like pain. You can actually tap it in. See this kind of tension this thing has? But you actually got to work it in there. You got to work it all the way flush here. That's pretty good. Now I can put the caps on right here and torque it. Alright, here I am testing. Got the diff in. That's like 18 and a half. Or 19 or something. 18 and a half to 18. So before I had 12 and a half, 13, right? And I would want 4 more, 3 or 4, so I'm supposed to be like, that's too much. So I gotta back off. It's got too much stuff, whatchamacallit, too much squish in the bearings on the diff. Alright, got it set up just to check backlash before I switch that because I have too much preload. I just kind of want to see where I'm at for backlash, and I have each tick is, so it's like down to 0, oh, not 100% 0. See if I can move it a little bit. There we go. Just a touch under 7. So that's pretty close. I think it's supposed to be, let me look, here it is. The backlash is supposed to be, I'll flash it up, between 5 and 7 thou. And I'm right at 7, like 6.5, 7. So backlash is good. I just got to get less preload. So if this one is setting how far in it goes to the other gear, I'm thinking I just got to go a smaller shim on this side and it should be good. So just to do this, just so I had it, I ordered all these shims. You know, they're marked like 08 and all that. And then here's all the stuff. So it goes 246. Not sure you can see that. And then right after that, it goes 243 is the next small. So this one I measured at 247, and this one's 243. So this is the next size down. So we'll try that. So I just switched that shim. Let's see if we can get it. 3 to 4 added on to 12.5, or even 5, whatever is. Let's think that up. 12.5, 17.5 or so. And yeah, we're running about 17.5, going down to 17. Let's see here. 17, 17, 17, 17.5 it touches. Not sure if you guys can see it or not. 17.5, so that's good. So I think that's it. I'm going to leave it like that. Now let's just check the backlash and make sure that's still good. Well, that changed my backlash. It's supposed to be between 5 and 7. Now I got 3. So now I got to mess with the shim some more. I got to think about what I want to do. I've just changed that shim. I only changed this shim. Last time I changed this shim. This time I changed this shim to a smaller one to pull the gear away to give it more lash so it doesn't dig. You know, like this, these teeth don't dig into the pinion as much. It gives it a little more space. And because I remember my preload was a little on the tight side, so I'm like, oh, maybe it'll make it a little on the loose side, which I'm not sure you can see, but remember it was 12.5, and we want like 2.5 to 4.5, right? So 12.5 plus 2.5 is 15. 15 to 17.5 we want, and right now we're at, look at that, it's like perfect. It's like 16.5. Yeah, 16.5. Sixteen and a half. So that's good. Now let's check the lash again and make sure that improved. Got it set for lash and we're looking good. It's see, it goes down to 0, and then 5.5 thou. We went between 5 and 7. So now our preload's right, our preload is right, our lash is right. We got the preload on the pinion, right? Preload on the diff, added that on. Lash, yeah. The only other thing that really have you check is that the companion shaft is flat, but I mean that's brand new. So yeah, I'm just gonna seal the cover up now and get it all, together or whatever. It's done. That's it, man. Gonna put the rear cover on using ARP bolts. I gotta go get a couple more. I only got a 5-pack here. I thought I had another pack. And obviously I'm going to use, well, not obvious, but I'm going to use the Toyota actual transfer case seal packing. Then I got a new drain plug and a new breather, but the fill plug is discontinued from Toyota, so I'll blast this and paint it black or something. And yeah, it is what it is. Looking good. I'll finish this up and make a quick video of it all together. Finalized. Diff's done. Got it all closed up. Got the rear case or housing on, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, I'm pleased. If anyone just wants to know torque specs, real fun. It's 34, 54 for the caps, 36 for the fill, 36 for the drain. We've talked about it before. This is 80 foot-pounds to start, and you can go up to 174. And yeah, I mean, there's other tests you can do, like the companion flange. You can paint the teeth and check engagement, but I put everything back to stock with the depth here, and it's the same gear set that it was in there before. So every time I've done it, when I do that, it always comes out good, so I don't think that really even matters to check. And then I wanted to, but I actually just forgot to check with the dial indicator how flat the ring gear was. But yeah, I really wish I would have did the ring gear, but I don't even think it's worth opening, so I'm not going to open it up to do that again. But I got some Honda B-Series stuff I'm helping some buddies out with here coming up, and yeah, everything's going to be fun. I got the Celica, I got this, I got some more Celica stuff coming, finally again. And I should have a cylinder head done, so back to the Celica soon, guys. Back to the Celica.